Welcome back to Gig Harbor Paddling. Today we're going to be talking about what it looks like to be hosted by Gig Harbor Canoe and Kayak Racing Team. We've been here a whole week, Coach Pierre. How do you enjoy paddling with Gig Harbor?
I mean, it's been great so far. We've been having great weather. The training's been awesome. I can't wait to come back next year.
What was one of the highlights of the trip over the last 10 days?
I think just the variety of coaches, getting my kids to see all different athletes, getting in different groups. The variety's been fantastic.
I thought you guys did a really good job with getting together, handing out roles, making sure the kids are so engaged, making sure they are a part of the process. I really enjoy seeing the variety of coaches that we have here. People with different skill sets, people with different ideas and perspectives. I think the combination of all you guys together is special.
Tell us a little bit about what it's like paddling in Canada right now.
Well, right now we're frozen, so it's nice to be able to go on the water, canoe, kayak, go in team boats. I'm looking forward to coming back, get the athletes on some ergs, try out the new techniques they've been learning.
Here at Gig Harbor, we really value getting as much coach input with the kids as possible. We offer a couple of ways we do this with the kids. We have clinics, so you've seen a couple of videos on our YouTube channel about experienced athletes, Olympians, Jordan Malik, Azusa, and Andy coming down, working with our kids. That's usually a one-day thing. We also do hosting opportunities where teams will come down with coaches, with athletes, and they will join our practices. It's been a really amazing time. We've had many teams over the last year and a half come and bring as many kids from 2, like Flatwater North, to 14 from Hawaii or San Diego or Oklahoma. So it's been really nice to let the kids paddle with other athletes that they might not have the opportunity to, train team boats that would never have happened, and grow friendships.
One, two, three, Flatwater! Alright, let's get in the water, here we go.
We sure learned a lot from you guys coming to our team, but what are some things that you took from your hosting experience here?
Well, like I said before, the variety of coaching here has been amazing. Seeing everyone with their different points of expertise, having a variety of athletes for all my kids to learn from, the input from athlete and coaches has been tremendous. I love how organized you are as a collective group. Everyone trading off information, everyone making sure the athletes are accountable for what they are doing in practice. It's a great way to progress them later on in life when they become adults. I love the foundation you guys are teaching these kids. It's awesome to see.
What is qualifying like for nationals for you guys?
Well, we have a process through our division, the Prairie Division, that we have to go through.
And for those that don't know, what is the Prairie Division?
Prairie Division is Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and the Yukon.
It's that top little. For those that don't know any geography.
Central, Western Canada. Usually lower numbers around that area. In Canada, the East is the powerhouse of our country. And we're slowly catching up to them. We have some really good athletes competing. We have some athletes winning medals at nationals sometimes, but usually the number's a little lower on the West.
Yeah. And when you say we, it's Prairie.
Prairie, yeah.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
And then you guys will go as individual teams to nationals.
That's right. Nationals is a really tough competition. If you get to win there, it's quite an honor. So
interesting. And I know, like, at Gig Harbor, we talk a lot about qualifying for Olympic Hopes Regatta for our younger kids, and we talk a little flippantly about it. And same with Junior Worlds. What does that look like if you're trying to go international as Team Canada?
I mean, like, to make it to Olympic Hopes or Junior Worlds, I mean, you have to be the top of the top. You're probably already on your way thinking Olympics at that point, since you've been able to beat out all these other clubs from Nova Scotia, Quebec, Ontario, and then if you can make it from out west. I mean, I've only known of a handful of athletes out west that have qualified out there, and
Crazy.
they've represented us really well. So. I mean, it's hard to tell. It's usually between the 3 provinces of Nova Scotia, Quebec, and Ontario.
So all Eastern Canada.
All Eastern Canada. They dominate the team standings. There's no one in the West that's come close to reaching the top point total of those teams.
Why?
We just don't have the numbers. We don't have the numbers to compete with them. And their quality of training is fantastic, just like ours. But they have year-long training that they can go on the water, similar to here. In the West, it's usually a little bit colder, so we don't have access to the water as much as they do. All in all, though, we're doing our best to really grow the sport in the West, and try to make sure that we keep up with them, because we don't want to get left behind. A club like Trois-Rivières, probably they would bring over 50 athletes to nationals, especially considering they have their C15 war canoes going in. The teams out east dominate the larger boats just because they can have specific programs for those races. So they'll have people training for a war canoe race all year round, and that's the majority of their training. So having that in their back pocket, having a little bit more support from the government and the city really helps them grow the sport. Out west, it's still not quite as known and as popular, so we're really trying to raise awareness. Being out here, promoting the sport, seeing how the Americans are doing it, we're trying to work together with you guys to bolster us up too.
When you say government support, we don't have that. So what do you mean by government support? I
mean, there's actually a lot of teams, from what I've heard out in Quebec, that are owned by the city. That means they have the city can approve whatever they want to do as long as it's feasible. I don't know all the details, but it really makes it they can sustain a more consistent coaching staff, maintain very consistent programming throughout the year, and help reduce costs for the athletes so that they don't have to pay an arm and a leg to get around everywhere.
In your boat, let's try that, being out long and being out in front.
Thanks again, Pierre, for coming out and training with us. We love to have you. If anyone watching is interested in having their team train with us, go ahead and go in the link below, and we'll have details for you to sign up and get in touch. Today we have Coach Pierre. How are we doing, Coach? I can't. Bob, you kill me. It's so intense.
And cut.